Does anyone remember the show Teletubbies? It was a show made by PBS Kids, and it was the most incredible TV show ever existed. However, there was a lost pilot of the episode of the show, and it won't get out of my head. Here's how it all started. It started off while I was at the grocery store getting some things to get. Then all of a sudden I stepped on something and I looked at it, I picked it up, and it was a Teletubbies DVD player. And I looked at the back, and sure enough, one of the drawings, Tinky Winky, was in the back. And it was a drawing of him, and I got confused of why someone would draw him there. But I decided to buy it, and when I got home, I inserted the DVD in, and I started watching it. The theme song started normally. However, there was a difference in the intro. When it announcer said, "We'll have the Teletubbies gone," but he didn't say that. Instead, he said this: "The Tubbies want a snack for a day, and the snack is you." When he said "you," it glitched out, and the voice tone just disappeared out of thin air. Sure enough, the Teletubbies showed in, but the designs were different. Tinky Winky had like a light purple instead of a dark purple color. Dipsy had like a dark green color instead of a light green color. Lala herself, she had like a orange color to her. But however, Po was the most different of them all. Her design was all black, and she had the same face as usual. Also, I realized that Nunu wasn't in the pilot for some reason. And there was also no baby son, which got me confused. But anyways, it started. It started off with the Teletubbies outside of the Tubby house, or whatever they call it, where they live at. They were deciding what they should do today. Dipsy just says going for a walk. Tinky Winky decided having a snack. Lava just says playing tag. And Po just says going to sleep. But Dipsy, Lala, and Po decided to argue about the ideas. Then Tinky Winky breaks up the fight and said, Well, guys, calm down. I have an idea. First, we will go on a walk, then get a snack. The others agreed, and there was a montage of them walking around. Nothing bad too far. Then, this is where the part gets very creepy. When the Teletubbies went into the Tubby house, or wherever, surprisingly, a white Teletubby was there wearing the black and white hat. I realized the design was the Guardian Tubby from Sandy Tubbies. I don't know why he was in this pilot for some reason. But anyways, soon enough, Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Po showed up. Then Guardian Tubbies just greeted them and says what they should have for a snack. Then Dipsy said,
We're gonna have a very tasty snack.
Then this happened. The music stopped for some reason, which got me scared. Then creepy music started fading in the background as the camera zoomed into Tinky Winky's face. music got louder as soon as the camera kept zooming into his face. Then Tinky Winky started closing his eyes. And then he opened them, revealing bloodshot eyes. Then suddenly, Tinky Winky spoke in a loud, demonic voice.
We're gonna have yours a snack.
He said it so loud my room started to shake as I jumped in shock. Tinky Winky then runs up to the Guardian Tubby, grabs his arms, and rips them off as Guardian Tubby screams in pain. Like the actual actor of him was actually in pain. Just then, Lala came up to Guardian Tubby and rips his other arm off. Then Poe walks up to him and rips his legs off as he falls to the ground bodiless. Then Dipsy noticed a chainsaw right next to the slide, grabs it, starts it, and chops Guardian Tubby's head off as Guardian Tubby dies. Then, after they were done, they started ripping his chest open as they started to feast on his organs. Just then, Tinky Winky then got up with the rest of the Teletubbies with blood all over them. Then Tinky Winky looked at the camera as Dipsy, Lala, and Poe were still feasting on his organs. Then Tinky Winky said,
You're gonna have a wonderful time in Teletubby Land with me and my friends. Lots and lots of fun.
Then the camera then cut it to black, as it then ends with a distorted music playing in the background as the credits start rolling. After that, I grabbed the disc and smashed it with a hammer violently. Then, I got traumatized with what happened. That the Teletubbies killed one of their own kind. Then, I started having nightmares of the Teletubbies doing the same thing they did to Guardian Tubby. By chopping me in half, grabbing my limbs and my head, feasting on my organs and others. But however, if you ever see a lost pilot of your favorite childhood show, don't watch it at your own risk.